If you feel like you're in a space where you're being infiltrated by energies, by people, by situations, by environments that are seeking to disrupt you in a negative way, throw you off track, you're not alone. And I want to look into it. Let's look into it together and be together, knowing that we're a collective. And these are cycles that we're all going through. I'm Kristen. Welcome to my channel, In the Good. And let's do a little reading. These readings are always about supporting your own inner knowing and helping you to validate your own intuition. So we have this card. Every journey starts with a single step. So perhaps you are walking away towards something that no longer serves or that is simply not good for you anymore. It's not what you want anymore. Maybe it works perfectly fine on the outside. It looks good, but it doesn't make you feel good anymore. And you're taking that first baby step towards the new. You're taking this pause, this moment before you turn and you walk into this new place, like a journey. I feel like the bear going into the cave. But I think it's bear coming out of the cave. Perhaps you have been in hibernation. You've been in this pause. You've been in this place of silence, of reflection, of feeling into the disruptions. Because disruptions can be good as well. They can always feel challenging. They can sometimes be overwhelming. But even a disruption that has made you feel like you're completely out of place, like you don't know where you are anymore. What you have put your identity on is fading away. And there's this new part of yourself that wants to come in, this creating this new part of who you authentically are that wants to come up and out and be a part of the identity that you present to the world. But it can feel very overwhelming even when things are good for us. And sometimes the disruption can be something where you feel like you're being infiltrated. You feel like people are coming at you, or it's like you're being poked or activated. And it's forcing you into this new place that is so much better for you. And so we have to be a little bit in the discomfort. But then you don't want to over-identify with, I'm in turmoil, I'm in challenge, I'm in discomfort either. So it's accepting this place and being with it, but also knowing when it's time to move on from it. It's like you're taking what you have, you're taking the essentials, you're taking the parts of yourself that you cherish, you're taking the memories, the experiences, all of it, good, bad, ugly, joyful, loving, crazy. And you're leaving everything else that you no longer wish to take into the new phase of your life. You're leaving those things behind. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling like this, if you're resonating with this. It's a great way to just support the channel and just support me, and I would appreciate it very much. So you've worked very hard. You've been working extremely hard for a while. And yet, there is a heartbrokenness to what hasn't worked out and what you're leaving behind. There's a heartbrokenness or a grief or a sorrow around what you know it's time to let go of and release because it's no longer good for you. Like I said, it's simply not working for you. It's not what you want anymore. And you're making a choice. You're making a choice about how you want to be aligned with yourself, and what are the partnerships and relationships that you want to bring in. And you'll continue to work hard, and as you baby step things very, very slowly. That's how I really feel. Like there are these butterflies swarming all around this suitcase. So butterfly transformations, and you have to acknowledge, again, not identifying with this, I'm constantly in healing, I'm constantly in change, I'm constantly getting better, I'm constantly working on myself. We are our whole lives, but at some point we have to recognize that we're ready and that we have improved, we have healed, we have become more whole, we have become more resilient. And that's why we're ready to move on. That's why we're ready to let go of what no longer needs to take up any space, so that we can create space for what we're bringing in, what we are bringing in right now, even though it may seem like you're not. You are calling in what you desire, and what the new goals, what the new dreams, what the new manifestations of what you want your life in all areas to look like. You're already stepping into it. It may not look exactly the way you want it to look right now, but it's there. And perhaps it's okay that the process is slow, so that it's not overwhelming. Sometimes when things come too hard, too fast, they fizzle out. Like a romance that's like, it's so hot and heavy, yet it's so right there and it's so right now, and then kind of fizzles out. We don't want that. We want to like put the burner on, and we want to like, simmer. We want to get used to these changes. We want to integrate things slowly so that we don't collapse. We don't collapse levels of new opportunity. We don't want to collapse the levels of we don't want to fall through like all the levels of the house, right? We want to get to the top floor. We want to get to the penthouse. We want to have the big view. And with the Hermit, this has been just showing up in so many readings. This is the journey. This is being guided by your own inner light of your heart, of your gut, the ancestors, of the angels, of the spirit animals, of nature, all the things that are guiding you in the darkness. Things may be dark, but you light things up with yourself, with your own inner guidance system. When you're in the darkest places, we have to, and we can't see what's ahead of us, we have to feel. And if we haven't felt in a long time, or have avoided feeling something in particular about whatever situation or relationship, it can be really difficult to sit there and feel it. But it's necessary, and it's part of the process, because you know innately which way you're going. So you're walking forward. You're walking into a completely different pathway. You've taken a hard left on the path. You're like, no, I'm gonna choose a different way. I'm not gonna go back from where I came and try to fix it or figure it out or compromise. Whatever that is meant to be in my life will travel down this path with me. I'll find new places to sit and dream. I'll find new people that are on this path. And anybody that I know, or any situation from the past that comes up here, they want to be in this alignment too. But it's like you've come too far to go back, right? You've worked too hard. You've already made the hard choices about your healing and how you really feel. Like I don't feel good in my body. I don't feel good in my soul. Like emotionally, I don't feel good. I'm over analyzing. I'm too in my head and my heart are not connected. I'm just looping. You've worked too hard. And now it's time to, you can take with you what you've already created, but you're creating something new. And perhaps you don't know what it is. You're in the dark a little bit about it. You have this idea or this this seed of something, this inkling, this inner knowing, this pull. Maybe like you do have a particular project or idea or kind of relationship in mind, but you just don't know how you're going to get there. And I think if we can sit in the space of not knowing and really lean into, that's a place of where there's all kinds of possibilities when we don't know, when we're not putting an idea on top of it. We're letting things flow to us, and we're working with the flow of the universe. We're working with the flow of life. We're working with where we've come from and what we're bringing to our new experiences, and allowing newer and different kind of experiences to come to us, and we're mixing and matching. And sometimes it's like I'm completely leaving this behind, and other times it's like, no, I want this with me, or I want this experience or this person with me, but it needs to be adjusted in some way. And so for some of you, there's a conversation with certain friends, family, lovers, partners around how can we take a left turn together. And for others, it's about accepting that it must be left behind. You know, with the Ace of Coins, like you've got everything that you need. You've got everything in the palm of your hand. If you've created something before, if you've made something work before, whatever it is, relationship, job, your self-awareness, healing, self-improvement, all of it combined, if you've made things work, you can make them work again. You have the substance. You have the raw materials. You have the knowledge. You have the resources, the inner resources, the outer resources, and more outer resources will be coming to you as you move forward. As you have accepted, I've moved through this darkness and I've moved into the light. I'm going to be coming into more resources, and from all kinds of places that you haven't expected. You'll be surprised at who sees you and what kind of support you can receive. This is absolutely having the ability to create something that you see and feel in this world. It's abundance that sustains you. It's that security you're looking for. Let's wrap it up with. And cut it in here. Releasing allegiances. So yes, so releasing what you have felt obligated to. And it's the 10, which is a 1. It's this, you're in the liminal space of the ending and the beginning, which can be this absolutely, this space right here. It's like, I haven't started yet. I've just left, and I've just left that place. And I'm in this place between where I was and where I'm going. And that can be very disruptive and challenging, but you have everything that you need to get where you want to go. Like what you're doing next can't not succeed. It just may not, look like what things have looked like in the past, or you may not reach this goal in the same way you've reached other goals. And so that's this place of, really having that inner guidance system, the inner light within yourself that helps you to be able to trust the intuitive steps that you know that you need to take, regardless of what others may say or what may seem reasonable or what seems like, well, that's what's based in reality. You have reality right here. Other people have limits. Regardless of how it looks on the outside world, other people have limits, and they don't know what you know in your heart that you can accomplish. So this is also releasing the allegiances to your old self, to what you felt all the obligations that you had within yourself. I have to have success, has to mean this, or I still want my family to respect what I do in this way, and so they don't understand what I'm doing. And so how can I follow my heart and do what I want to do, but also kind of, still make it look like it's something that they can understand, whether it's family, other people in your life. Releasing those obligations that you have to anybody other than yourself. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to hang out with me a little bit more. I would love to see you more and have you a part of the community. That is it for today, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.